Welcome back. It's time for the first match. We are playing red, green with a touch of black for double public execution essence drain. We have 15 guys, triple Farseek for the black splash, and a bomb in Krenko to acidic slime to give us card advantage, and the pack leader. I think we are fairly good here. But we do have a slow curve and we might run into mana problems. Let's see what happens in the first game. And it's on. The last guy submitted the deck when there were 15 seconds left. We are waiting for the first match. Any second now. And we are up against Wizard of Sonic. I take notes during the game, noting any relevant cards, and so give me an idea of how to sideboard and what to look out for in the second game. Here's a typical 3-color hand, and of course we have to accept this hand. There are 4 lands, 3 spells, and we just have to live with the fact that we can't cast the Arsonist now, making it fairly pointless. But it can still be useful, and we are on the draw, so we might draw a mountain. There are 6 mountains in the deck, 9 forest, 1 swamp, and 1 Hellion Crucible. The important thing is that we have forests for our Farseeks. And Farseek can of course also be used for mountains. We don't need a stop in the upkeep, that's for the blue-black Pauper Trinket deck, of course. Arbor Elf would be a great thing to get now. Please, Mr. Arbor Elf. Okay, absolutely nothing happens. Is there a connection problem? My way of checking connection problems is going to the tournament practice room and look at the game, because if I don't have a connection, I shouldn't be able to follow game. There's a Farseek. That's great. It gives us... We're gonna go get a mountain on turn 2. He's in 2 drafts at the same time. That is a great way to get killed on time. Lucky for him, he isn't playing blue. And this means that this will be a long video. But I will talk all the time to make this a very boring video, possibly. Please excuse my accent. I am Swedish, so I speak English with a Viking drawl, with a very thick accent, I've been told. And I can't say words like jump, because I say jump instead. But that just comes with the territory. I am fairly fluent in English, I think. You may be of another opinion, but I do have the accent, and I know I don't like listening to myself speaking English because I think it sounds so bad. Alright, I win often in Swiss Magic 2013 queues on time. At least 1 game in 15, possibly more. And that's a lot. That's an edge to have. I do have a 67% win percentage right now. And that is one of the reasons. And adding another 4% by never losing on time. Oh, Mr. Krenko. That's so disappointing. Because another mountain will be hard to find. Because of the Krenko, I will probably go Corsair Arsonist next turn instead of Baloth. And he has no second color yet. And we are getting beaten down by Deadly Recluse. Because if we draw the mountain, we want to have the Arsonist online. Now we want to draw removal here, so we are not playing Krenko immediately. And actually playing the Arsonist gives us kind of the same effect, because it ups the goblin count. So we are playing Corsair to play defense against the Force Mage and draw removal from his secondary color, and then we'll play Krenko next turn. So hopefully this game is now stabilized and he will reveal his second color, but he doesn't draw his second color. And we can now go into pure bomb mode. And I think we will, instead of killing the Recluse and hitting for 5, we will just try to go crazy with Krenko. That's when he goes Mountain, Chandra's Fury. But Krenko will just do it all over again. And he's 1 mana short of murder on Krenko, so we need to make a lot of goblins! Right, Mr. Primadox. He can use it on the Force Mage. I'm not very impressed by that. Do I play the Baloth? Or do I kill the Force Mage? I think killing the Force Mage may be the right choice here. Then he just have to jump the Recluse, and he gains no benefit from it. He will attack me with the 6/6 Primadox every turn otherwise. And that's not very nice, is it? Though I have like 1,000,000 goblins soon. But I think that is my play. So I am representing the red instant. I'm killing the Force Mage. And I'm sitting back happily, making goblins. And I think I will actually just accept damage from the Primadox this turn to get as many goblins as possible. He might kill Krenko now, and then I just have 3 goblins, which is blah. But if I get 8 goblins, I think Krenko will win the game. Glad I took that Cower in Fear so he didn't get it. Okay, so if he plays the spider, he won't block with the spider because he needs it to bounce. So I will attack with the Corsair and the Arsonist after making goblins, because he can't really block the Arsonist. Then the Arsonist dies and does 1 damage to the Recluse. So I will get through 4 damage and make 8 goblins, or 4 goblins for a total of 8. So I think we are gonna kill him unless he plays another creature in 3 turns. But here is something else. It's Disciple of Bolas desperately looking for a solution for this. That's a very nice Primadox target otherwise. Oh, it's blue. We can expect the Harbor Bandit then, I guess. But right now he doesn't have anything to do except maybe unsummon. But unsummon isn't very efficient against Krenko. It will delay him 1 turn. Will Krenko go all the way? And remember what I said about time and being blue. Krenko makes goblins like no one else. I'm gonna swing with the team here and make some goblins before damage is dealt, if he blocks. And let's see what I draw. Because I might play Baloth Force Mage. Making myself pretty vulnerable to something, not sure what. There's a land, so the plan is on. And here they come. Happy to kill a Wizard of Sonic. Of course, I'm not gonna play the Force Mage. I will play the Force Mage on the Baloth next turn, naturally. Alright, get some goblins. We do 1 damage to him. And his clock is ticking. You should take care not... you should take care so that you never ever lose on the clock in M13 drafts. Games will go to the clock. Our opponent has stated before, if you didn't read what he said, he is accidental in 2 drafts. So he's playing 2 drafts, and I expect him to concede before his timer reaches 16 minutes, which is what I would do in this situation if he can't deal with Krenko. On the other hand, he has a full hand of cards. So I expect him to actually be able to deal with Krenko. And if he can now murder Krenko, he might be able to get out of this mess. Though I'm not really sure how. Second black mana is key anyway. He needs to get Cower in Fear or Murder. Or he could just play a Primal Hunt Beast, which doesn't help him very much, does it? Here, if I was short on time, and seeing the position on the clock, him going down towards 16 minutes now, I would concede at this point. Because now, when Krenko resolves another time, if he doesn't have a way to deal with all the 1/1s, there is no way he can win this. And he needs to beware the clock. You should never let more than 8 minutes go in the first game. Because you will need 8 times 3 minutes to finish your 3 games. This time I'm gonna Force Mage the Baloth for the trample damage and just swing in with everything. I expect him to block the Centaur, and that will leave him taking 15 points of damage. I can't count at all. That will leave him taking 12 points of damage, being 6 lives, facing down 14 goblins. So here we go. I'm gonna play the Primal Clay after the fight. And here we go! Charge my minions! I'm gonna play the Primal Clay as a 2/2 flyer. He is blocking... Oh, he will take 14 damage. He is blocking the Baloth, but then I lose no creature. Oh, looks like a bad option, I'd say. I don't think I need to play the Primal Clay, actually. I will... Will I hold it in hand? Is there any use of that? Or am I better off getting a 3/3 in case he mutilates for 2? Yeah, I think I'm better off with a 3/3. So I will play Primal Clay as 3/3. Then I should be good, because this guy is taking some serious damage this turn. He is accepting 12 damage. So, and actually next turn Krenko has the option to attack for the kill. And actually I might... Attacking Krenko this turn maybe would not have been real bad. And here is Primal Clay, and we play him as a 3/3 creature. I wonder why he's not giving up. He's now approaching half his clock. 2 minutes left to half his clock. That's serious. Yes, I want it as a 3/3 creature. So what can he play here to save himself? There just isn't anything. And we're up 1 game. So what were we facing? We were facing a mainly green deck with some blue in it, probably blue for a switcher or something like that. We didn't see a lot of 1/1s. We're not bringing Fury. We saw no reason to bring in Plummet, although I'm sure there is one. We didn't see many menacing things to duress, and our duress is unreliable at best, given that we don't have much black mana. So, is there anything that's useless in the deck? The Arsonist isn't extremely good, is it? But we don't really need to replace it. So I think we're actually not knowing much about his deck. We are going in with the same deck for the second game. It does happen in the Swiss drafts that you run into people with strange problems like double drafts and not really caring, just dropping a game because something happens. And that's one of the many reasons that I play Swiss drafts instead of 8/4s. I would never ever touch a 4/3/2/2 unless it was the only options like Mercadian Mass, because getting 1 pack less in price payout, it does do so much damage to your expected value over time that it's not even fun. So never ever ever play the 4/3/2/2s. And if you're more interested in details about that, comment on it and I'll send you some links that will convince you that 4/3/2/2s are crap. 8/4s are not crap, and if you are at above 70% win percentage in limited games, I think you should play 8/4s. I have been at best 69.1%, but I do hate to lose so much. I hate losing the first game and dropping with this creation I have created. I want to play, and then I get to play 1 game, do 3 mulligans, and then 1 game get flooded, and then I'm out. And I can't stand that. So that's the main reason I play Swiss. But I do also think that for a player of my ability, with the 67% match win percentage, I'm better off in the Swiss queues. And my opponent is not sideboarding apparently. He's buying as much time as he can by letting the clock go out. And he now needs to win 2 games in 14 minutes. Which will be hard at the rate he's playing. Some people can play extremely fast at the end, and some people can't. Would I like to mulligan? Yes, please. I would like to mulligan to 6 cards. And this is interesting. If I draw land, I am good with Farseek, though the Essence Drain is not very playable, and the Dryad is pretty much crap. I think this is another mulligan. Please comment if you don't agree. Alright, I'm keeping this, and I have to draw a land, a green land, or I will spend all my time building a Hellion Crucible that will defend me until the green mana comes. This was a worse hand than my 6 card hand, but I don't want to go to 4 cards. And his time is ticking. We are now so far ahead on time that we will not try to play fast, because that will make him play faster. I think, I'm not sure. But we'll try to play at a normal rate. Try to avoid F6s and stuff. Even with this extremely bad hand. I am fairly confident about this game, but we need to hit about this match. But we need to get a good draw next duel, because this one could easily be a lost cause. Or he can just time out. But here he is. Oh, and there we go! And suddenly everything looks a lot better. He is waiting for 2 colors as well. And we are now gonna play a creature next turn, which he probably will as well. But he doesn't. And he only has green mana, so we don't need to fear anything strange. And we are actually gonna curve out nicely here with Corsair Blaytusk Boar. Oh, there I hit F6, sorry. No F6. Alright, he should probably have mulligan that hand, because he is now gonna fall behind on tempo. Jeva! Very nice. I wasn't thinking about that. And of course he shouldn't mulligan that hand. And we need to be aware of Jeva. That sucked. Losing that Centaur hurt us a lot. If we had played the Force Mage, we would have been safe from that. So had we thought about it, we should have played the Force Mage. He's now playing green creatures as instant. But that doesn't worry us too much. So we'll take the lead in the race. Next turn we'll be really worried about the green creatures coming down as instant. But no green creature can do anything about Blaytusk Boar. And Hellion Crucible is needed to deal with Jeva. He didn't play a green creature. So... Oh, he didn't want to catch me. Oh my sweet savior. Garruk Primal Hunter. That is probably game. I have no idea what I do against Garruk. Die is the probable solution. Or just... Do I get rid of Garruk? Yeah, I can't really. He gets to make 2 beasts. And that's not... I can't really raise Garruk. I need to kill him. And he will... And I'm out of black mana. And now I'm gonna take some damage. And I am actually very close to dying. Can I live at all? He will do 6 points of damage. So I will actually attack. To waste time, basically. And get him to think about fog or something, because I'm already dead. Garruk, what a monster! That's one of the top 3 cards in M13 Draft, I think. I think he's right up there with Jace and the Angel. Oh yeah. Well, I'm succeeding in making him waste time. But he still has 11 minutes, so it will be a game for the ages. In the last, I mulligan to 5, so I'm not that bothered with this outcome. I mulligan to 5, he drew his Garuk that he plays in his 3-color deck. And yeah, and Jeva. Okay, so what I do against Jeva and Garuk, not much. I bring in Duress to... Do I? To get rid of Garuk? Nah, that seems just stupid. No, I think I need to stay... Oh, Chandra's Fury can't take out Garuk now, but were there any small guys? Not really. So I think I'm fine. Though I'm not sure at all. Dropping Queer on Dryad, bringing in the rest. Yes, that's what I do. Queer on Dryad feels... is a bit weak. There are only 8 spells in the deck that are of the right colors for Queer on Dryad. But I desperately needed a 2-drop. Well, the first game felt so easy, and then his deck was a god gift. But picking Krenko. Krenko is not quite the bomb that Garuk is, but he's good. He's pretty good. He wins games, which Garuk does. So I have a bomb, he has a bomb. Jeva is not a true bomb. I will place Jeva actually on the same level as pack leader. Yes, not higher than that. I've played Jeva several times, and I'm not very impressed by her. Of course, a 4-4-4-4 is always nice. 4 Jevas. So I'm not really impressed. A card that I am impressed by, that I would pick over Jeva, is Public Execution. You can do really good stuff with Public Execution, and I think it might be a better card than Murder. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. But it's definitely in the same high level of picks as Murder. Alright, now I really need to find my swamp. And if it has an acidic slime... If he had an acidic slime, if I knew that, I wouldn't have brought in the rest now. Because if it kills my swamp, I am in deep trouble. I want to play first. And yes, I have 2 black cards, no black mana, but that's typical. I have 2 5-drops. This is not a very nice hand at all. I am keeping it. It's 3 lands, 4 spells, and I can't throw it back. But this is why I lose in limited games. I'm glad he plays the mulligan card. Okay, Crucible, very nice. I get something to do with my mana next turn. I think Elixir of Immortality is really super bad. Put a counter on the Crucible or play the Ring of Calonia. I think the ring can wait here, because we don't have a creature yet. So I am putting a counter on the Crucible. And the fight has started. It's the Beast Tracker! What will he get? Don't tell me it's acidic slime. He reveals Primal Hunt Beast. I'm okay with that, because I have no removal. So I'm putting a pressure counter on my stuff, and maybe I draw something that I can play. Alright, now I have 5 unplayable cards in hand. I'm still working on the Crucible. And here we go, Mr. Hunt Beast. Oh yeah. And next turn there will be Garuk, Primal Hunter, for our entertainment. That I can play as pack leader. Or actually I can play the Acidic Slime and destroy the swamp, thus delaying Mr. Garuk quite a bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. He will also protect me against the Hunt Beast. And I can play pack leader next turn. Or I can play Ring and do Crucible. Whenever another creature... Crucible triggers pack leader. I am getting greedy here. And damaged. Okay. I am getting greedy because I am going for the pack leader. This game can go anywhere now. Oh, okay, no play. One land, Garuk. Good night. Primadox. Primadox Beast Tracker. Not the worst. Alright, I am gonna play this thing and get a card. I didn't even count that when I was looking at. And then I'm gonna play the Ring of Calonia and make myself a counter on something. On what? We know Garuk is coming. On the pack leader. And can we attack it? What will happen? Beast Tracker will die and 2 Saprolings, so that's not too bad. Because we need to get some damage in. Very nice. And he is gonna do Beast Tracker games. And Switcheroo would hurt like hell now, so Oh, Switcheroo is pretty much game here. And I hope it isn't coming. But hoping... Oh, Divination, that's better. And there's the Beast Tracker. Looking for something. There's no card advantage in this. But there is a Dusktail Worm. I will make my pack leader eat Dusktail Worms for dinner. Deadly Recluse is a pretty good guy. Deadly Recluse and Rummaging Goblin should be able to help us. We are still gonna attack with the Hellion. The situation is the same as last turn. I don't think he can take it in the long run. Yeah, that's a trade I'm willing to take. And here is Rummaging Goblin, looking for big guys. And we need to prepare for the Dusktail Worm, that's why we're keeping the ring on the pack leader. Because here he is. It's still not super dangerous with the Dusktail Worm. And what is he gonna jump next turn? One of the Saprolings, I bet. Our 2 guys with Death Touch feels pretty reliable here. A Blade-Tusk Boar card. Seems nice. And another red mana. I will kill Blade-Tusk Boar with a Death Touch guy. If he attacks, I am rummaging. What am I rummaging for? I'm rummaging. I want the rest actually, so I will rummage away Essence Drain. For a mountain. I'm keeping that mountain in hand, am I not? I just played a mountain, so I can't do much against that. And we're off to another turn. He will now have to lose a Saproling. And I could actually kill the Primadox next turn. Public Execution would be awesome. Beast Track, he just doesn't like drawing cards. He likes to get the cards he wants. What does he want now? What's there to get? Deadly Recluse. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm relying entirely on the Blade-Tusk Boar right now. There's a Force Mage. And he's gonna hit the Duskdale Worm hard, but... How? How do you get through my guys? You're not. Right. And I'm blocking with Acidic Slime because he doesn't have reach. And I'm taking 7, but then you are losing everything. Very nice. And I have a 7/7. So what do I do with that? I might actually attack with my 7/7. Or am I playing it cool here? I attack with the 7/7 and I do Geyser the Primadox if he blocks with that. So that's what I'm doing. But he didn't. So he just took 10 points of damage. Which was not what I expected. I might need the Goblin to block here. Sleep. What am I afraid of? He can score 8 points of damage. I can only do 5 with the Geyser. I'm not gonna rummage. I'm gonna rummage later. So I'm playing the mountain. Then I have lethal damage next turn. And all I need to do is to survive this turn. Oh, of course, he has the elixir. Still not very good. And he's losing, and I can trade with the Beast Tracker, and I can just take 4 from the Primadox, but no, I'm gonna block it with the Recluse, and he doesn't have a favorable attack. Should I have moved the ring? Possibly. What's that gonna accomplish? Alright, you're a 6/6. Can you get trample somehow? That's 8 points, right? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. It's not the last point needed. Tricks of the trade. But now I need to kill him. Of course, I have enough mana to kill the Primadox. So let's see what he does. He's attacking only with That thing... Can I throw away the forest here? No, I need to throw away the duress. Because I need the forest for the... How will he live through this? Well, he has 4 points of toughness. That'll make him do 4 points of damage, 7 points of damage. Yeah, that's all I need. Ending the game with 1 life. What if it's fog? Well, then I'll just kill the Primadox. Of course, he doesn't know about the geyser, so he's playing to win. Yep. Very nice. Smack-a-dang. Is there a way to get lives? No, we're just hitting as hard as we can. For the geyser win! And that's game 1, thank you! Or match 1.